things I wanted to ask you. What are some of the fulfilling things that you do right now?
Right now, being a yoga instructor is huge for me because not only can I get peace myself when I'm teaching a class, I can also see the difference in them when as they're receiving the energy. And as a trainer.
As a trainer,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I see. What are some of the people in your life that significantly impacted you in different ways?
I guess it would be like, my dad is a college professor, and he made me like, I had to be in school all the time, and I had to make perfect grades. So that, even though I didn't like it at the time, that gave me like the setting for what I have to do now. And that was a long, long time ago. So I would guess my dad. I guess that's it.
And what is it that you do now?
I'm a yoga instructor and a personal trainer. I also work as a behavioral tech in the afternoons.
So your education led to that aspect of your life?
Yeah, I guess that would be it.
And are there any significant others or children married?
Two children. I have a 24-year-old son, 23-year-old daughter, and one's in Tampa, one's in Gainesville.
And what are your relationship with your kids?
They're really good. Better now that we're all adults. My son is very much like me, which makes it a little harder to get to know him. My daughter is the total opposite of me, so we're getting along really good right now.
Can you explain a little bit what you mean when you say your son is very much like you, but it's harder to get to know him?
He's the personality, I guess, is a lot like me, and he's very serious. And it's a little bit of both. Like I'm really serious, like with my son, but with my daughter, it's kind of like, it's like a silly kind of stuff.
So what are some other adjectives other than serious you could use to describe what you mentioned as his personality?
He was focused, like I thought for a long time ago to go into school, but now he's not focused, and he's like been wandering around literally, like trying to find himself, I guess, and I just did that for a really long time. Yeah, I'm finally focused and disciplined now.
Okay. What are some other extracurricular activities that you enjoy doing?
I love going to the gym. It's a good escape for me. I love going to the beach. I live on the beach now. And I guess that's it right now. The only thing I can do is school.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And are you enjoying that process?
Yes.
What about it that sparks your fire?
I feel like my brain's a sponge right now, and I'm just absorbing everything. Like I'm really looking forward to like learning more, and not even where my goal is, like not even where it's going to be in a couple of years. It's like right now I'm just learning. It's like just step by step.
So outside of work and school, what do you do for your you time in terms of like relaxation?
I meditate.
Okay. So
on
the
a
yoga
daily
that you
basis.
mentioned.
I meditate. I walk the beach a lot. I guess that's it.
And earlier you mentioned your behavioral therapy. What aspect of that and what aspects of that would you say define you in your education? Because you mentioned that as well.
I run groups in the center. I work with substance abuse, mostly young adults, which is very trying, and a lot of drama. So I need like the peace also.
The peace, okay.
Yeah.
And the yoga, like you say, really.
And I'm a yoga instructor at the center.
How often do you do yoga? Would you say?
Myself for my own practice.
Yeah, for your own practice.
I don't really get a chance to do it on my own anymore. I teach maybe 4 classes a week. 2 at the center, but I don't get a chance to really do my own practice, which is really killing me because I seriously don't have time.
So how do you cope with the stress of it all if you don't have time?
That's why I'm here, first of all. Is to learn how to cope with stress.
Okay.
And just trying to find, just keeping myself in check all the time. Like how do I stay in check? What am I doing now? Am I disciplined right now? So I read a lot, and I'm really supported by a lot of really, really good, healthy, like-minded friends.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about one of your good friends.
One of my good friends, her name's Janet. She's really cool. She's very spiritual and really, really smart. And she's always there. Anytime I call, I know for a fact she's going to answer the phone. There's no doubt in my mind. And she's just very supportive.
Okay. How long have you guys been friends?
About 3 years.
3 years. And what are other things that you, in terms of activities that you two enjoy together or anything like that? She's got a place in Vero Beach, and we go up there every once in a while, and she's got really big dogs. So she isn't, I guess, as strong as I am. So when we take the dogs to go for a walk, she needs somebody else. So we do things like that, and I think it kind of takes her out of her comfort zone because she's not comfortable doing all that stuff. And I'll run and play with the dogs and stuff while she kind of just sits and watches. Do you have any pets of your own?
No, not now, because where I live, I'm not allowed to have any animals.
Okay. If you could have a pet, what would you?
Oh, I would still have a big dog. I love big dogs. Yeah, the bigger the better, and just they're just fun and playful.
That's good. You mentioned earlier something about your dad, how your dad influenced you specifically in the path that you're in right now, in terms of your career and what you're doing in school. How is your relationship with your father? Would you?
It's all right. I mean, he's a professor outside of the classroom. He's very excited about me going to school. I didn't even tell him for a long time because I was like, oh no, pressure all over again. But no, he's just he really wants me to finish school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And is your mom involved in your life?
Oh my gosh, yes. She's like right up there with sainthood. She's like wonderful.
And what's your relationship with her?
Very good.
Okay.
Very good, yeah. She's a lot of fun. I mean, she can't see right now. She can't hear, barely. She's like 80-something years old. We quit counting. But she's just so much fun. Yeah, it's a good. They live close by, too.
And your social life, can you tell me a little bit? I know you mentioned your best friend, and you take walks with her, and it's very stressed you're leaving. Are there any other social activities when you do have the time that you engage in that really helps in terms of stressing and things like that?
I like racquetball.
Okay.
Just more like a playtime. Frisbee, jumping rope. A lot of times at the center when they start getting bored and they have nothing to do, because I'm a trainer in the back of my car is everything. So I have a jump rope, I have hula hoops, I have cones, I have frisbees, I have footballs. So they're just like, Jennifer, open up the trunk, get something out. So, and then I'll just start throwing things around. So it's kind of like childlike play. Yeah, so it's not organized. Yeah, that's what I think is fun.
You like the beach, you said. Are there any beach activities that you particularly enjoy?
Walking, I don't really like swimming that much. Boogie boarding a lot, body surfing. I live in an area where it's all, like everyone around me is a surfer. Like everyone is around me is a surfer. I'm the only one that doesn't surf right now, so I really have no desire to learn, but eventually, I think I will at some point.
Well, what would motivate you into that path since you...
Wanting to get in the water in the first place. I mean, I don't mind it, but I don't want to... I don't know. I think I would be good at it. I really do, but no, just right now it's not. No. I like kayaking. That would be cool.
Kayaking. Is there
paddleboarding?
Paddleboarding. How often do you get to do that let's say?
I haven't been kayaking in probably 5 months. Paddleboarding I went once, and I would love to do it again. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Well, that's good. And in terms of family, you mentioned your kids, your daughter and son, your father, your mom, any other extended family that you particularly fond of that you don't get to see as much?
I have 2 sisters, 2 younger sisters, and
siblings.
Yeah,
and the 3 of you?
It's the 3 of us. I have a half brother who's much older, and my sisters and I are good. We're still like little girls when we get together.
Oh,
yeah.
How often do you guys get together?
One of my sisters doesn't live that far, but I don't see her very often, and my other sister is actually just moving down here, so from Arkansas. So she's coming down here next week. So that's a little bit of stressor too, because all the family dynamics are gonna change. Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because everyone wants her to come down here, and we've all been encouraging her to come down, but when she comes down, it's gonna be her way or no way, so I think, that might be a little discouraging at first.
Has her personality ever been a stressor point for you, or?
No, because we're kind of different, but yeah, I guess, yes, every once in a while it is. There's gonna be a lot of changes in the next couple of weeks, so I have a feeling that that's why I came here, so that I can de-stress before it all happens, or just be aware when it does.
Okay. What are some of the examples of stressors, would you say?
Headaches, not sleeping, just angry, I guess. So that's it.
Do you do any activities that you just mentioned when you are stressed?
Yeah, the gym.
The gym.
Lifting weights, yeah, absolutely. That helps a lot, but it only lasts for like the hour that I'm in the gym.
Okay. So any other ways of just prolonging that peaceful feeling that the gym has on you and other?
I guess. I guess maybe my mind, like keeping my mind clear, thinking better thoughts, not trying to like project what's going to happen, because I still have a couple days before she moves down, so I'm thinking just being a good frame of mind when she gets an acceptance, that when she does get here, that it is what it is.
Okay. And as your best friend, like you mentioned, is she part of the family dynamic?
She's a support group, yeah.
Okay.
She would be a really good person of support, I guess.
Okay. How many support group would you say, the circle of support that you?
I probably have like 6 girlfriends that I could call if I really needed to. I just don't like to bother them sometimes.
Okay.
So I guess it would be like reaching out to them.
And when you do reach out to them, how is the experience?
They listen to me, and some give suggestions, some just pretty much tell me what to do, and that helps, like getting everyone else's opinions.
And what are some of the things that you're proud of right now?
I'm proud of the fact that I'm in school, and that I have no idle time, which is really good. I really like being busy. I'm proud of, I don't know, I think I'm gonna do well at this, at like everything. I'm juggling 2 careers and school, and a lot of, like life stressors that could bring other people down, that I'm just like doing very well. I'm handling very well.
So you would say that the way you're handling the stress right now, it's one of the aspects of your strength.
Yeah, it's kind of like taking a liability and turning it into an asset. Yeah.
That's a great way of looking at it.
Is that 15?
No. One more.
So, it was really, really enjoyable meeting with you. I hope we could get to do this again.
Yes.
I hope that the challenges and the stressors were able to learn different skills and to know how to cope, with the family dynamics and all of that. And, I'm looking forward to this.
Thank you. Me too. Me too.